Rise!
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Body Bags. I'm MikeyFish Horror, and I'm your Friday host. Yeah, dude. So, this is like the second part of the theme week that we had last week, which the original members of Body Bags came in and reviewed an original movie, and this week I get to review a remake of that original movie. It's actually a pretty good idea. I like that. They did it for the 300th episode special. Yeah, dudes. And yeah, last week was JP. Go check out his review of the original from 72, Last House on the Left. And I got, of course, The Last House on the Left remake from 2009, 10 years ago, man. Hell yeah, dudes. So yeah, his review is tight, so hope y'all like mine. So yeah, Last House on the Left. So this movie takes place where these two friends are, well, it doesn't start off like that. It starts off with a family going out on vacation. I guess they're going back home where they're from. They're going to this little house that they own. And while they're there, the daughter asks to go out to go see her friend that she hasn't seen in a while. The mom's kind of hesitant because their son died like a year ago, and so she's kind of hesitant to let her daughter go. But the dad's kind of like, dude, we gotta let it go. We gotta let her do her thing. So the mom's like, okay. So they give her the car, let her go out. She's hanging out with her friend. Her friend is the girl from Superbad, the one that pukes on Michael Cera, just so you know. And yeah, while they're there, they're like hanging out, and right away they're in the store that the friend works at. I believe her name is Paige. And there's this guy there, and they ask him if, or no, he says that he got some weed, and so they're like, cool, let's hang out, whatever. Forgot to mention, before all this happened, there's a guy that's in a cop car. Cop car gets hit, and he gets pulled out, and apparently it's his gang of friends. They kill the cops, and now it's where I'm talking about after all that happened. So yeah, kid asks them if they want to come back to his hotel room, smoke some weed. He says he's got that good weed. I wouldn't know what that is. I don't smoke weed, but whatever. He says it anyways, man. And so they go over there. They're hanging out with him, and boom, like the family that ended up killing those cops earlier walk into the door, and turns out the kid that was smoking weed is the main bad guy's son. Accompanying him is his girlfriend, the dad's girlfriend, and his brother. The brother's from Breaking Bad. There you go, another one. Anyway, so now they're starting to harass these women, and it gets worse and worse because, yeah, they're escaped convicts, and these girls are now loose ends, so they can't have them around, so they take them out to the woods, and they're about to, I guess they don't really know what they're going to do, but they figure it out pretty quick once they start acting a little hostile. So they end up killing the friend and raping the daughter. Yes. Hell yeah. It's awful. It's sad as shit. Daughter gets away, ends up getting back to the house. When she's at the house, or before she gets to the house, actually, the group of convicts, escaped convicts, end up at their parents' house. Before that, just out of because their house is in the middle of the woods, there's not many houses around, so they end up at that house of the daughter that just got raped, and they're staying with the parents now, pretending that they just got into a car wreck. Well, they did just get in a car wreck, but it wasn't their car, it was the daughter's car that the mom let her borrow. So now, I'm making this way more complicated than it needs to be. So yeah, they're at the house now, the killers are, and later on, they're in the guest room, and the daughter finds her way back. They thought they killed the daughter, but they did not. She escaped. And now she's there, and the dad is a doctor. He realizes that she has been raped and knows it's them. And so now the mom and the dad must get revenge. It's a rape revenge film, but not the woman that got raped. It's the mother and the father getting the revenge. And the revenge is sweet. It really is. So, my thoughts on this film. I like this film. I really do enjoy this film. I think when it originally came out, I was kind of just one of those kids that was like too cool to like mainstream horror, so I never really gave it a chance. But then I gave it a chance, and it was tight. I lost that edge pretty quick. Thank God. Jesus, I was a douche, man. But yeah, I liked the characters in this movie for the most part. I thought the kid, the son of the escaped convict, I thought he did a really good job at making himself seem very vulnerable and didn't want to do what the other ones were doing. I thought he did really well in that. Speaking of, that kid is from Gladiator. I know, it's weird. Sorry, my phone cut off. I also enjoyed the girlfriend. She seemed very like gross and white trash, so that was good. The brother was really good, but I didn't care for the main bad guy. He just didn't like. He didn't creep me out at all. He didn't seem like the main guy to me. He seemed like he was just kind of like there, which is weird. Shouldn't be like that. I wish it wasn't like that, but it is what it is. He's supposed to kind of play like a more level-headed bad guy, but it was, it was whatever. He wasn't horrible or anything like that. Loved the dad, loved the mom. They were great. Yeah, for the most part, characters, solid. Yeah, I mean, I just felt like the movie, it doesn't drag. It's real quick. It's really good. It does have its moments of very, like, tension building, like, moments, you know what I mean, which is really good, especially for a movie like this. There was a lot of blood. I loved some of the blood in this movie. Really, really well done. What I will say about it, one thing I don't like about a lot of movies, and this one happened in it a lot, is when people fight in movies, it's super unrealistic, which I know it's supposed to be. It's a theatrical movie, you know, but man, if you're like flying off of like stairs onto the ground, like breaking through the support beams and shit, you're probably not just gonna get up and keep swinging. More than likely, I know that they're fighting for their lives, but like, there's got to be a moment where someone hits their head on the ground so hard that they're just unconscious, you know? Like, it's just, when people fight, it's not like this, okay? It's just not like this. But it's okay. Can't really fault it because it is a movie. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But you get stabbed, I don't know. I'm just not going to keep swinging. Probably. I don't know. Haven't fought for my life before. So I might. Who knows? Anyways, just small complaints. You know what I mean? This movie is actually really well done. It's shot great. It's in the rain, which I love movies that have like just storms going on the entire time. It reminded me a lot of like Storm Warning. I think this was before Storm Warning, but like I saw Storm Warning recently, and it just really reminded me of that. Just that heavy rain and just it's cool, man. Everything just looks so wet, and it's just tight. This movie was so much fun, like for what it was. I'm glad I got to revisit it. Thank you, JP, for picking Last House on the Left, because I haven't seen this in a while, and it really holds up. Like it's definitely cool. Oh yeah, say it holds up, but the microwave scene, it's cool for what it is. It really is. It just doesn't fit the movie. You know what I mean? So if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, there's a scene with the microwave. Yeah, I'll just say that. But yeah, no. All in all, Last House on the Left is a great movie. And it's great to have in the collection, man. Good remake. Really, one of the better remakes, I would say. But I'm a fan of remakes. I'm not one of those guys that disses on remakes. I'm really not. I'll watch remakes, and I enjoy them for the most part. There's some of them that are trash, but this one's not one of them. But anyways, yeah, if I had to rate Last House on the Left, I'm probably going to give it like an 8 out of 10. It definitely deserves that rating, I think. It's just short, simple, to the point, man. A lot of good stuff in this movie, man. It's definitely worth checking out. If you don't like rape, which I don't either, but if you like get really offended by movies that have it, you might not want to watch it, or at least skip the part with the rape, because it is kind of, you know, I mean, it's not as graphic as a lot of movies, but it's sad, so, yeah. There you go, man. Check it out. Last House on the Left. Hell yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining me once again. I'm MikeyFish Horror, and I will see you next Friday. I get to pick the next theme week for next month. Yes. Hell yeah. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys next time. Later, dudes.